Hi guys, Joe here, and welcome back to 750 Gaming. It's been a while, so let's just crack on with it, shall we? Life is busy, plastic ain't cheap. That's kind of been my tagline for why I do what I do here on this YouTube machine. Documenting bits of my hobby journey in amongst this reality and trying to give, hopefully, helpful tips and advice on how to enjoy this tabletop miniature thing in real life. And life has certainly been lifing recently for me. The good news is that this is just what I said before. It's not my income, it's not the be all and end all, which means that when life lifes, I can put down the tools for a bit and then pick them back up again as and when. I've got a few projects on the go, as ever, but the one that keeps on going, bit by bit, little by little, is the journey of parenthood. Okay, so nothing little about that, really. But one of the things I've learned, and I'm continuing to relearn, and I'm trying to get better at, in amongst life's life, is that these two boys love quality time. It's just their love language. And so whenever they ask to help or get involved or play in amongst my hobby, it's unequivocally a yes. Now, I started this video series with the intention of showing off this cool little rule set we came up with, and it morphed into this idea that we could all do our own terrain, and then I bought them their own models from that original Leviathan Space Marine Combat Patrol, and maybe we'd end up doing a battle report and some stuff together. But if we're really honest, it was kind of a vanity project for me. A look at me playing Warhammer with my kids. Aren't I a great dad? Which, considering I have, 700 odd subscribers at this point in time and an average of about 200 views per video, is a bit ridiculous, really. So, with these last few ego-boosting bits of footage of me and my kids building and painting Combat Patrol miniatures that I found in my archive, let me quickly share a few things that this little journey has taught me so far. Number 1. Motivation. Why do I actually do this? Now, Joe, don't go getting all deep and philosophical on us. Well, I shall try not to go too deep. But firstly, let me just say that I am naturally creative. I think we all are, to some extent. It's a God thing. We were created to be creative, amongst other things. Personally, however, I like to do things with my hands. I'm a musician, I'm crafty, I love DIY, and I love putting together tiny bits of plastic, painting them up, and creating a story to go play in. Secondly, I don't spend enough time playing with my kids, as many parents can attest to, I'm sure. It's hard to make time, and let's be honest, sometimes it's hard to want to. So, doing Warhammer with my boys is kind of like two birds with one stone. I get to do something I like to do, and I get to do it with them. And that should be enough. Number 2, buy-in. Kids are flaky. I mean, adults are flaky too, but kids can be more so. One of the cool things I found out about my kids was that they kind of wanted to have their own toys. To begin with, they quite enjoyed playing with my little statues. There was a novelty to playing with Daddy's toys, and that was good for 10 to 15 minutes. But I quickly realised that what they really wanted was their own models. And now they weren't just helping me build my Space Marines, they had their own, and I got to help them build theirs. The relationship and the dynamic changed. They had their own agency, they had their own proper investment of time and energy, both physical and emotional, and it meant that we were actually able to sit around modelling, painting, and playing for far longer than I could have hoped for. And then number 3, I had to stop being precious. As I've said before, plastic ain't cheap. I try to be as economical as I can be with the plastic crack. My pile of potential is not massive. I can't afford it to be. Well, okay, no one can really afford their piles of potential to be massive, but let's just say I strive to be more disciplined with mine. When I buy models, it's because I have a specific purpose for them in an army list. So to spend X amount of money on minis that I wouldn't actually be painting or using was actually kind of hard for me. It was hard to let my boys paint them how they wanted to. I mean, I vainly suggested they paint them green, with the idea that I could make them part of a future Salamander's army list. I had to park that desire quickly and just let them paint. I helped them when they asked. I suggested a few things here and there when they asked how they could make them look better, but ultimately I just had to leave them be, because looking better is all in the eye of the beholder. Do they look like they've been painted by kids? Yeah, because they have. The more we do this together, the better they might get. But are they good enough? Certainly, because of point number 1. We all got to play toy soldiers together, and that was enough. And sometimes now they just play without me and do their own thing. And sometimes these miniatures just sit around on bedroom windowsills, gathering dust. And it's all good. But every now and again they say, "Daddy, can we play that minifigure statue game?" And we move heaven and earth to do so. And our hearts become full. Thanks for watching. Let's go! Yes, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, then do hit like and give me a comment below. I don't do this to pay my bills, it's just for fun without a regular release schedule or anything. So hit subscribe to catch these videos when I do them, or visit my Instagram for my hobbying updates. My content isn't monetized, I have no Patreon, but if you want to tip the busker by chucking some pennies in the digital hat, then I have a buy me a coffee thing set up and I'll be very grateful. See you next time.